Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at Etrailer, and today we'll be taking a look at our Inno Roof Rack system with the Inno through feet, the 54-inch long Inno Aero crossbars, and our custom fit kit for your 2020 Ford Edge. So you have your Ford Edge and you want to carry different things on top of it. So if you are going out for adventures, maybe you want to put a bike rack or even a kayak on top. Or if you're just going on a road trip, you might want to be able to carry more luggage or have more storage space, and you want a roof basket or a roof box. Whichever of those you want, the first thing you need is a roof rack system. So this is the Inno Roof Rack system with the through feet and the 54-inch long crossbars. This gives you a little bit more height clearance compared to your low profile crossbars, gives you a bit more length compared to your flush crossbars. Not as much as if you wanted the wider version. We have that here as well at Etrailer. So we're gonna take a look at this specific system in this specific configuration just to see if it's the right fit for your adventures, whatever you wanna carry, and your 2020 Ford Edge. So the first thing about this system is how tall it is. So compared to, let's say, the Inno Flush Feet, which is more low profile and sits closer to your vehicle, this gives you a bit extra height when it comes to your accessories. It's going to be helpful. So I'll take some measurements. With the glass roof down, we have it measuring from the top of the roof to the bottom of the crossbars. It's going to sit about 3 5/8 inches of clearance. So that's going to be helpful for if you have accessories that have clamps. Clearance for that. If you want to carry your skis and your snowboards, you'll want to have enough clearance for those bindings. Now the height added to the top of your roof is going to be about 4 3/4 inches from the top of your glass roof to the top of your crossbars. Now you do have a slight slope on your Ford Edge's roof, so that will be a little bit different depending on where you look. Though if you want the most clearance, go as far out of your crossbars as you can get. One thing about the Inno crossbar system is it looks really, really good. You have this sleek black powder coat finish. This is made of aluminum, which gives it strength. It has a 165-pound weight capacity, but also lightweight. This is their Aero bars, which means compared to your traditional round or square crossbars, which can be noisy on the road, this is a bit more aerodynamic, reduces wind drag and wind noise. A cool thing about modern Aero bars is they now have T-slots or T-tracks. So when you have things mounted that are T-track compatible, you just push this down and mount it, which is a lot better than, let's say, Rhino Rack, where you have to cut the different strips, or Thule, which tends to come apart. This is very easy to use. Highly recommended if you are concerned about clearance around your bars. With this having through feet, you do get a little bit of extra overhang, but not much for this configuration. Measuring from the end of the tower to the end of the end cap, it sits at about 1 inch of overhang, which isn't that much. I highly recommend, if you do want overhang, taking a look at the longer crossbars. Holding our crossbars up are our Inno through feet. So these have locking cores in there, and as you get them as a set, you get 2 keys that can access all 4 tower doors or tower caps. So once you have that unlocked, you can now access your roof rack system, mount and dismount it. And then when you're ready to go, you just pop this back in, tighten that down, and that provides your nice security measure. And finally, you have your custom fit kit. So make sure to use our Etrailer fit guide for whatever vehicle you have, because we have the kit fully compiled together with the different things you need. Since you have different hooks and you have different pads, notice how they conform to the grooves of your vehicle. You want to make sure you get the right fit for you and then install them properly. So let's take a look at that install process as I guide you through it, just to see if that's something you can do on your own. So the install process for your Inno Roof Rack system is going to be a little bit involved because it involves a custom fit kit. But that's what this video is for. I'm going to guide you through the process, explain what the different numbers on your pads as well as your hooks mean, and then help you get your fit kit, your towers, and your crossbars fully assembled on your Ford Edge. So I already installed the rear crossbar, and we are going to install the front crossbar together. So the fit kit for your front crossbar is going to be the pads with a number 425 on it, and then the hook with a number 121 on it. So we're gonna set up the towers first with the pads for the bottom. So I'm gonna get the 425 one. I'm gonna have it where we have our groove facing away from the front of the tower and just pop it in. Now we're gonna put the towers in our crossbar, but we have to set up the crossbar first. So you're gonna get a plate that looks like this. Have it where you have your notch facing outside your crossbar. Slide this tray through and just pop this in from underneath. Once that's in there, you just slide the whole silverware tray through, and then you have this button here. Press that button and continue until you stop. Then get your tower with the tray on the inside. You're just gonna line it up. Notice how you have those different brackets as well as that bolt. So that bolt is gonna fit right on top, and then you push in on this tower. See how that just pushes in as you slide that through. Now, how far out do you put your towers before you tighten it down? You're gonna have a middle point right over here in the center of your crossbar, and then you're gonna measure out. So for our front crossbar, it's gonna be from the center to the front of the crossbar, 22 5/8 inches. So I'm gonna measure for that and move the tower accordingly. Once you have it where you need it to be as per the measurements, you can tighten it down with this tool right here. With this in place, you can now put it on your roof. So very gently set it as far onto your roof as you can, and then get it lined up with our measurements later. So our measurement for the front crossbar is going to be measured from the door, and it's gonna be 8 3/4 inches. So just move the center of your crossbar and line it up with that measurement. That's also how we got our measurement for our rear crossbars. With both of them lined up, you're then going to be able to attach the hook. So I left this bolt in our tower, and I have to take that one off first. With that out, we can now fit the hook on top, just like that, and then use this bolt to tighten it down. So just hand thread it through first. Once you have the other side with its hook partially tightened on too, you're then going to use the torque tool included with this kit to tighten it down fully. Now you're gonna have to hear for that click. Do it a second time, then you know it's fully tightened down. And with this fully secured, you can know that even if you slam your door on it, you'll be okay. The final step, once everything is tightened down, is to put the end caps on both your crossbars. Those just pop right in. And your towers. So make sure it's unlocked. Fit it from underneath first, and then flip upwards, and then lock it into place. Once that's secure, you are done with the install. So my personal thoughts about this roof rack system is, if you are going for low profile, I highly recommend maybe getting the Inno flush feet version instead. It sits a little bit lower to your vehicle, provides a little less overhang, yes, but it's also very low profile. But if you are concerned about the height of your equipment, let's say you have extra bulky clamps and need that extra clearance, the Inno through feet is definitely the way to go. I do recommend getting the kit that has the 57-inch long crossbars though, compared to the 54-inch long. I think these are a little too short. I would easily use a couple more inches of overhang, but that's also personal preference. It is up to you with whatever you are carrying and what fits for you. One recommendation I do have though is picking up the Moki doorstep. This is what I use all throughout the video just to give myself a little extra height and traction as I tighten things down. Definitely recommended, especially if you're carrying around kayaks or other things that need straps, because those will help you do that safely. And that was a look here at our Inno Roof Rack system with the Inno through feet, the 54-inch long crossbars, and the custom fit kit for your 2020 Ford Edge.